help you achieve your financial goals. Whether you are in the outfield, pitching, or cheering from the bench, each player contributes to the success of the team. Our staff will be your biggest fan and help you cover all the bases before sliding into home. American Bank is a proud supporter of Gehlen Jays softball and baseball. We are wishing them a happy and successful season. American Bank, achieving success together, member FDIC.
Your local Polaris expert is Taggart's Power Sports in Hinton. New, pre-owned, and accessories. And you can shop conveniently online, too, at TaggartPowersports.com. Taggart's Power Sports offers a full line of Polaris Ranger UTVs, Polaris ATVs, the all-new Sportsman's Ace, Polaris snowmobiles. Whatever comes your way, whether it's wind, rain, snow, or mud, make sure you're prepared. Polaris ATVs and Rangers from Polaris. Find them today at Taggart's Power Sports, Hinton.
Radio family is growing. Now you can listen to all of the Vermilion Tanagers broadcast on two stations, 101.5 FM and AM 1570. When the Tanagers are playing, tune in to either 101.5 FM or AM 1570 to catch the voice of the Tanagers, Keith Nimke, for every play. In addition, we invite you to listen to all of our ESPN programming. We thank you for listening and our radio sponsors that allow us to broadcast all of the Vermilion Tanager sports on ESPN, 101.5 FM and AM 1570.
This is how it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks.
Yeah.
Prime Bank, other banks.
Woo.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You-Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
Welcome to Akron-Westfield Softball Field here in Akron, Iowa for tonight's War Eagle Conference softball matchup between the 1-0 Gehlen Jays and the 1-0 Akron-Westfield Westerners. Both teams getting a season-opening win, and now we are going to have the national anthem here, so we'll pause for that. And that was the national anthem. And now we will get ready for the opening pitch between these two teams here this evening. Of course, it was quite an ending last year for these two teams, especially for the Jays. Unfortunate for them as they lost in the Class 1A championship in Region 1 here to this Akron-Westfield team, 9-2 a season ago. So the Jays will look to avenge that loss here tonight, but it is a really good Akron-Westfield softball team as they were good last year and bring some players back from a year ago, and should be a lot of fun to see how this game pans out. Of course, Riley Schneff for the Jays, really good all-state pitcher So it should be an interesting matchup here tonight between the Jays and the Westerners. They are very familiar with one another, so should be a good matchup here on Fuller Digital Solutions. Carson Schubert alongside Sean Henley for the broadcast of this game here tonight. And we are just about ready for the opening pitch, as the starting lineup for the Jays is Larissa Poland at third base, Tiffany Wardehoff in center field, and left fielder is Alyssa Kolbeck. That's the first three batters for the Jays here. And the starting pitcher is Haley Wilkin, and the first pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1 to the Jays leadoff batter. And on Monday night, Poland had a couple of hits, as that one's fouled back to the fence. 2 quick strikes. She had 2 hits and scored twice on Monday night against the Falcons of West Sioux. Trying to start off the game with a hit. 0-2 pitch, and that is up high and maybe outside as well. 1-2. Kind of feels like it might rain here tonight, so we'll keep an eye on that. A little wind. 2-2 is the count. Looks like there's a chance of rain later tonight. It is 75 degrees right now, according to the Weather Channel's app here. And that is popped up and out of play. Staying alive in this at-bat is Larissa Poland. We'll do another 2-2 pitch. And that one misses just low, and it's 3-2. So a 3-2 pitch to Poland from Wilkin. Coming in, the windup and the delivery, and it's back up the middle, and a ground ball to second base, and the out is recorded. 4-3, and 1 down. And out Tiffany Wardehoff. For the Westerners, they had a 3-0 victory on Monday night at Hinton. And the first pitch is strike. 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. That one's popped up. It's the shortstop. Backing up and putting it away. Haley Wilkin pitched 3 1/3 innings the other night. Had 5 strikeouts as that pitch is popped up and out of play. Quickly strike 1. Megan Minen, 2 for 3 the other night with a double and a stolen base. And she also drove in a run. One of the 3 runs for the Westerners. They scored 2 in the first, only 1 in the second, and then it was scoreless from there on out. Wilkin a year ago with 1.4 ERA and a whip of .3 in 10 innings pitched as a junior. Ball down and away. Megan Minen also did really good things last year in 10 2/3 innings. And then, of course, Natalie Nielsen, the sophomore from a year ago. Really good numbers, 1.55 ERA with a .9 whip. And here's a fly ball into right field. Second baseman gives it a look and hauls it in. And that is it for the top of the first inning. At the end of the top of the first inning, it's Gehlen nothing, and the Westerners coming to bat here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
The pandemic has proven the need for great internet, and EverTech connects more rural customers in Northwest Iowa than anyone. EverTech wants to connect you too. Your internet keeps you connected to what matters to you: family, entertainment, work, school, and more. EverTech's no limits internet is just what you need. It's reliable, has unlimited use, no contracts, and no overage charges. Use your internet and always know what you'll pay. Call or visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with EPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
Welcome back to Akron-Westfield Softball Field as we get you set for the bottom of the first inning, and Riley Schneff with the first pitch, and that is a ball, 1-0 to Haley Wilkin, the pitcher for the Westerners. Pitcher versus pitcher. Wilkin a year ago with a .386 batting average, a home run, 20 RBIs. 2-0. The count. Schneff pitched a complete game shutout the other night, allowing only 4 hits. And there's her first strike delivered of the night. And that pitch fouled back. And that was an 8-0 win for Gehlen. It's now 2-2 count. And now 3-2. Full count, both pitchers with a full count to start the game. Wilkin swings and fouls that one, and it stays alive, 3-2 still. Again, with that .386 a year ago, 1 home run, 20 RBIs, 5 doubles, a triple, 6 walks she drew a year ago. Struck out only 5 times, and there's her first of this evening's swinging strikeout. And the first strikeout for Riley Schneff. And that will bring up Tori Nemesio. Pitch up high, ball 1. Nemesio a year ago, .562 average in 16 at-bats, had 9 hits, 2 doubles, 3 RBI. .2-0 from Schneff. And the pitch is up high, 3-0. And Schneff really did not struggle much at all on Monday night with her control. A little bit of trouble early on here. She'll try and get back in the strike zone here on 3-0, and the pitch misses. No, it's in there for a strike, says the home plate umpire. And it's 3-1. And the pitch is swung on and fouled. Might have hit the leg of the on-deck Natalie Nielsen. It's close. Maybe not. Maybe it didn't hit her. And another two-strike pitch fouled off. So we'll do another 3-2. Wind is blowing in from center field right now. And there's a base hit past the shortstop into left center field, and she's going to go to second base. The throw is not in time, and we'll call that a double. And it's a one-out double. And that'll bring up Natalie Nielsen. Nielsen 302 a year ago and 53 at-bats with 5 doubles, 14 driven in. And that is foul. One strike. And there's strike 2. And the 0-2 is downstairs. 1-2. Megan Minen on deck. And the pitch is down low again, and it gets away, and it will allow Tori Nemesio to go to third base. One out, runner at third now, and a chance for a sacrifice fly even here for Nielsen if she can get it in the air to the outfield. And that is fouled late on that one. Nielsen had 3 sacrifice flies a year ago. And that one foul tipped, staying alive. And another pitch, and that one down and in. 2-2. Good at bat here from Nielsen. Fighting off tough pitches, taking tough pitches, and now trying to get a hit. And it's ball 4, actually. It was actually 3-2. I missed that. And I think she got to second on a ball, maybe got away there. So now it's second and third. And the infield looks like there's a bunt possibility, as that is a strike to Minen, the first baseman. Minen 1-1. Megan Biden a year ago had 3 sacrifices as a sophomore. She did have a home run, 15 RBIs, and that is a foul ball. Close down the line there, but it is foul. And it's 1-2. Tried to go the other way with it, just missed having an extra base hit. Drive in 2. And that's popped up, and it is caught. Nicely done by Jaden Barthol, and 2 down. She had to get up quickly and find it and catch it, and she did exactly that. So 2 down, but 2 runners still in scoring position, and that'll bring up Chloe Colt, the center fielder. Perfect name for a Westerner, a Colt. As that is a grounder back to Schneff, and that is it. She strands the runners at second and third, and we go to the second inning, scoreless at Akron-Westfield Softball Field.
How it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks.
Yeah.
Prime Bank, other banks.
Woo.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You-Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Akron-Westfield Softball Field here in Akron. So we get you set for the second inning here on Fuller Digital Solutions. Again, both teams 1-0 to start the season. 8-0 and 3-0 wins for the Jays and Westerners respectively. So both good pitching performances. And so far it's the pitchers with the advantage. Nobody has able to score in that first inning. That'll bring up the shortstop Emily Kellen for the Jays. Number 4 batter, and she swings and a base hit into left field, and it's a leadoff single for Emily Kellen. Kellen the other night was able to have a couple of hits as well. 2 hits for her Monday night and a run scored and an RBI for Kellen on Monday. And runner Kellen was going and then stopped. 1-0. And the 1-0, and a bunt into the air, and it will land foul. 1-1. That's a swing and a miss. The throw to second on the steal attempt by Kellen, and she's in there with a stolen base. And it's a runner at second base with nobody out for the Jays. Trying to get on the scoreboard first on the road in this War Eagle Conference matchup. And that's swung on and missed. A strikeout for Wilkin. And that is the first strikeout for Wilkin. That one popped up and foul. 1 strike. To the catcher, Barthel made a nice catch in the last inning that could have possibly saved the Jays from allowing at least 1 run, if not 2, to score. If she would not have caught that, who knows how much more the inning would have lasted. And that's a strike, and it's 0-2. Wilkin sticking in the strike zone. She will try to pick one up here for out number 2. And she does. A swing and a miss. Strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts after the stolen base. And now, just like that, 2 are gone. And a chance to strand the leadoff single at second. And now Nevaeh Hodgson. And the pitch is down low and maybe inside as well there. Hodgson the other night. 0 for 3. She did reach base on a fielder's choice. Hit the ball fairly well a couple of times, if I recall correctly. That one's fouled off. Let's see. She flew out to center, and then I think she hit a couple of really hard-hit foul balls. Just nothing to show for it, unfortunately. There's a swing and a miss, 2 strikes. And now Wilkin is a strike away from getting out of the jam that she's in. Striking out the side after the leadoff single, that would be really good to get, but that one missed up high. If Hodgson gets on, it would be Bryn Wett, the designated player, to hit next, the number 8 batter. And that is foul. Hard ground ball, and that gets into the Gehlen dugout, actually. Still 1-2 to Hodgson, I believe, unless it's 2-2. Might be 2-2. Either way, Wilkin trying to get out of it. And that one foul tipped and staying alive. Good job by Hodgson to battle. And the delivery, and that's in there. Strike 3 called. And she strikes out the side and leads the leadoff single at second. That will do it for the top of the second inning. We'll be back with the bottom half. Still no score in Akron.
At American Bank, we know the importance of teamwork. All of our players are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Whether you are in the outfield, pitching, or cheering from the bench, each player contributes to the success of the team. Our staff will be your biggest fan and help you cover all the bases before sliding into home. American Bank is a proud supporter of Gehlen Jays softball and baseball. We are wishing them a happy and successful season. American Bank, achieving success together, member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Akron-Westfield Softball field. as we get you ready for the bottom of the third inning. Carson Schubert alongside Sean Henley for this matchup tonight. On Fuller Digital Solutions, War Eagle Conference Softball. As Riley Schneff got out of a jam in the first, will try and pitch a clean second here. First pitch is a strike to Alyssa Nemesio, the catcher. And a ground ball over to second base, and that's out number 1. 4-3 put out. And a good start to the second inning for Schneff. Again, pitched that shutout the other night. Ridiculous numbers a year ago as well, with an ERA under 2 and a whip under 1. Her ERA was 1.72 and whip 0.78. And an opponent batting average of 153. That's a strike. And the count is now 1-1 on Allie Sawyer. Ground ball to third, and a nice pickup and a throw to get her. Two outs, and that'll bring up Natalie Olson, the designated player. Schneff also really good strikeout pitcher, as that's a swing and a miss. She had 91 strikeouts in 69 and a third innings pitched a year ago, so that's more than 20 strikeouts more than if she struck out a batter every inning. So she struck out a lot of people a year ago, struck out 7 on Monday. And that one fouled off. Still 2 strikes to Olson. Schneff trying to pitch a clean second inning after a little trouble in the first. Ball 1. And that one grounded foul, tapped in front of the plate. Staying alive is Natalie Olson. And Olson, a year ago as a freshman, only had 1 at bat, scored twice. And she strikes out here. And it's a strikeout to end the second inning. We are scoreless at Akron-Westfield Softball Field here on Fuller Digital Solutions, inning number 3. Up next.
Your local Polaris expert is Taggart's Power Sports in Hinton. New, pre-owned, and accessories. And you can shop conveniently online too at TaggartPowersports.com. Taggart's Power Sports offers a full line of Polaris Ranger UTVs, Polaris ATVs, the all-new Sportsman's Ace, Polaris snowmobiles. Whatever comes your way, whether it's wind, rain, snow, or mud, make sure you're prepared. Polaris ATVs and Rangers from Polaris. Find them today at Taggart's Power Sports, Hinton.
This is how it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks.
Yeah.
Prime Bank, other banks.
Woo.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You-Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
Start of the third inning here at Akron-Westfield Softball Field. And the batter for the Jays is Bryn Wendt. And she takes a ball, 1-0. Wendt actually left the game briefly with an injury the other night as she was going to second base. Was briefly exited with an injury and then came back in and finished the game. And there's a base hit for Bryn Wendt as they had the shift on, and she's going to get into second base with a leadoff double, and she may have took a little bit of a awkward slide there, but she looks like she'll be okay, and got to be wondering just because of the injury she had the other night, but it's a leadoff double as the shift was on heavily there, and we saw that happening on Monday night as well. And that is a pitch on the outside corner for a strike to Mackenzie Olish, the second baseman. Now she's switching up sides of the plate and fooling the defense into going back, and that pitch is popped up and out of play. 2 strikes. And she'll go back to the left side, and the outfield again will shift, and so does the infield a little bit. Shifting to opposite field, really, for the most part. I mean, there is somebody back deep there, and that is a strikeout swing and a miss by Olish. One down. Olish the other night did have a single, and she scored on an error and lined out. And that'll bring up Larissa Poland again, top of the order. And that pitch popped up and out of play. She grounded out to second her first time up to the plate, but had a couple of hits the other night. Leadoff double. The Jays trying to get the first run of this game. Both teams have had runners in scoring position and haven't been able to bring one in yet. And that's a well-placed bunt, and the ball gets away, and here comes Bryn Wendt, and the Jays will take the lead on an error by the first baseman, I believe, and because that looked like that should have probably been caught. I guess you could maybe say third base error, but it's a tough call. But the run for the Jays, as that'll bring up Tiffany Wardehoff. Runner at second base again. Call it an E3. Allowed the run to score and for her to reach there. And that one fouled out of play. 2 strikes, and that one fouled off again by Wardoff. Colbeck would hit next. Wardoff, her first time, she popped out to short. And now the 2 umpires will gather in the between home plate and the circle. And they just wanted to confirm if it was foul, and it is a foul ball. And that is going to be down for a hit, and they will hold the runner from third. Runner going to second, Wardoff. We'll say that's a single and an advance on the throw. And the Jays, still with only 1 out, have runners at second and third for Alyssa Colbeck. Wilkin trying to work out of trouble, and that one upstairs. See if they do anything to try and maybe get that runner in from third if they're worried about not getting it in. And there's the bunt, and it's foul. So 1-1. That's the nice part about the first pitch being a ball. You have different opportunities of what you want to do as the coach, Tony Gunner. And that one outside. 2-1. Gets the side from Coach Gunner and now steps into the box. Wilkin gets her sign. And she delivers, and the pitch is up high, but I do believe she did not pull the bat back. I don't think she pulled the bat back, but I think they called it a ball. Unless 3-1 is the count. It's harder for me to see back here too, but. And that's a strike, and the count is full. And that is ball 4. So a walk to Colbeck. Loads the bases. And a visit to the circle, and it looks as if we will have a pitching change. And we will tell you about that when we come back here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with EPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
At American Bank, we know the importance of teamwork. All of our players are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Whether you are in the outfield, pitching, or cheering from the bench, each player contributes to the success of the team. Our staff will be your biggest fan and help you cover all the bases before sliding into home. American Bank is a proud supporter of Gehlen Jays softball and baseball. We are wishing them a happy and successful season. American Bank, achieving success together, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Akron as we are set after the pitching change, and pitching change is Natalie Nielsen, as there's a fly ball here to left, and that's going to land off against the fence. Here's the throw into the cutoff, and that's the pitcher Nielsen, and it's a 2-run double. And the Jays add to their lead on the 2-run double. And now a pitch is in there for a strike after the double by Gehlen. And now the pitcher Schneff. Gehlen already had one hit in the game, a single, and then stole second base. Here's a throw back to Nielsen. Here's the throw into third base. And that is out at third base. Close. But Kolbeck is thrown out. You could hear a few people think that she was under that tag attempt, and it was close. Tough angle to call it from, but it's the way it is. If you have 4 umpires, it'd be a lot easier, but unfortunately, this is just Iowa high school softball, so that is what we have to deal with. But one to 0, and now swing and a miss. 1-1. And a ground ball to second, and that'll do it. As the Jays do get 2, and they lead it 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the third here in Akron on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Our radio family is growing. Now you can listen to all of the Vermilion Tanagers broadcast on 2 stations, 101.5 FM and AM 1570. When the Tanagers are playing, tune in to either 101.5 FM or AM 1570 to catch the voice of the Tanagers, Heath Nimke, for every play. In addition, we invite you to listen to all of our ESPN programming. We thank you for listening and our radio sponsors that allow us to broadcast all of the Vermilion Tanager sports on ESPN, 101.5 FM and AM 1570.
And then that was a
Pandemic has proven the need for great internet, and EverTech connects more rural customers in Northwest Iowa than anyone. EverTech wants to connect you too. Your internet keeps you connected to what matters to you: family, entertainment, work, school, and more. EverTech's no limits internet is just what you need. It's reliable, has unlimited use, no contracts, and no overage charges. Use your internet and always know what you'll pay. Call or visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
Welcome back to Akron-Westfield Softball Field here on Fuller Digital Solution. It's the Jays and the Westerners. And it's the bottom of the third inning. And it is the bottom of the order. Taryn Wilkin leading off, and she takes ball 1. And the next pitch is hit into right field, but foul. Got a good piece of it. just behind it. One and one the count. And that one's laced into right field, and it gets under the glove of the right fielder, and it'll be a single. And I don't believe she touched that, so that is technically a double for Taryn Wilkin, the left fielder. So a double to lead off the inning, and that'll bring up the top of the order in Haley Wilkin. She takes a ball. So 3-0 lead for the Jays. They one out, or a leadoff double rather, for Taryn Wilkin. And that's a fly ball out of play. And just over a couple of lawn chairs out there. One and one to Wilkin. And now a fair ball down the line, and they'll get it in quickly, but the base hit by the Wilkins. Double and a single, and now it is first and third with nobody out, and Tori Nemesio to the plate. And so a little shift by the Jays. Only two outfielders. They're leaving center field wide open. And both in the gaps, and that on the play going to second is Haley Wilkin. Pretty much a defensive indifference. They didn't really care, it didn't look like. Now they will go back to the regular look out in the outfield here as Colbeck returns to left field. Strike there, and now that pitch fouled off. 2 strikes to Nemesio. She had a double her first time up. Was left at third base. Westerners trying to not let that happen again here, and there's a ground ball back to Schneff. She'll just go to the first baseman Hodgson, and the out is recorded. A run does come in to score, but Nemesio is out. Actually, no, she did not come in to score. I take that back. She thought she would come in to score, but still only one out, and nobody is in. And we have a timeout here on the mat, or in the circle, as Coach Gunner talks it over with the infield and the outfield with their little huddle over here in center field. Jays and Westerners here on Fuller Digital Solutions on this Wednesday evening. It's getting a little chilly out here. Wind is, again, still blowing in from center field. Overcast. Supposed to rain later tonight, hopefully long after this game is over. And it looks like it will be after this game is over, at least the last check I did. And that is foul. by Nielsen. Nielsen walked and was left at second base in the first inning. Starting to feel a few sprinkles. And we hope it just remains only a few. That one fouled off by Nielsen. Still 2 strikes. One down, runners at second and third, and the pitch to Nielsen, down and away. 1-2. Nielsen, the big at bat, and she strikes out swinging, and a nice pitch by Schneff. Nielsen, first strikeout. It's the 3rd strikeout for Riley Schneff. And now it's up to Megan Minot, first baseman. And a ground ball into right field. 1 run scores. Here comes the second. And it is 3-2 on an RBI 2-run double. Or 2-run single, rather. And now she will try to go to second base as the ball maybe briefly got away. Or maybe nobody was just covering second base. So good, wise decision by Minen to go to second. So 3-2 ball game. And now Chloe Colt, the center fielder, steps into the box. And the pitch is on the outside for a strike. 1-1 to Colt. Colt grounded back to Schneff her last time up. There's strike 2. Chloe Colt hit .333 a year ago in 48 at-bats. Couple of doubles, 7 RBIs. And the pitch is grounded over, and a nice stop. It'll keep it in the infield. Throw to second base, and she recognized it too late that Colt was on her way to second, and so it's an infield hit. And then I don't know, I guess there wasn't really a throw, so I guess you could say that's an error. I don't know if you call that on the shortstop, though, or not, because I don't think anybody, well, actually, there was somebody at second base, so I guess you'd call that an E6. Allowed her to advance. Swing and a miss there by Nemesio. Alyssa Nemesio, the catcher. She grounded out to second in the last inning. That pitch down in the dirt. One and one. Schneff delivers up and away. 2-1. And that one hit foul down the right field line. 1-2 to the catcher for the Westerners. Another 1-2 pitch, and a swing and a miss. Strike three. Schneff gets out of it. 2 runs do come in to score. And it's a 3-2 ball game here in Akron. We'll be back here on Fuller Digital Solutions after this.
How it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks.
Yeah.
Prime Bank, other banks.
Woo.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
Your local Polaris expert is Taggart's Power Sports in Hinton. New, pre-owned, and accessories. And you can shop conveniently online too at TaggartPowersports.com. Taggart's Power Sports offers a full line of Polaris Ranger UTVs, Polaris ATVs, the all-new Sportsman's Ace, Polaris snowmobiles. Whatever comes your way, whether it's wind, rain, snow, or mud, make sure you're prepared. Polaris ATVs and Rangers from Polaris. Find them today at Taggart's Power Sports, Hinton.
Welcome back to Akron as we get you ready for the 4th inning. 3-2 ball game. Base hit by Megan Minden in the last inning. Drive in Taryn Wilkin and Haley Wilkin. And that's how the Westerners have gotten back in this game after the Jays took the 3-0 lead in the top half of the 3rd inning. First pitch missing low. And now 1-0 pitch is inside 2-0 to Hodgson. The only one that did not bat in the 3rd inning for the Jays. And there's a strike. And a ground ball, foul. Two and two. And the 2-2 is strike 3 called. Hodgson strikes out for the 2nd time, both of them looking. So must not like where the pitches were, or didn't think they were strikes, or was just fooled, as that was a strikeout for Natalie Nielsen. That one is a ball. 2-0. Bryn Wentz had a double and scored one of the 3 runs in the last inning. Now she lays one down in front of the 3rd baseman. Nice job to quickly field and fire across the diamond. And out number 2 on a 5-3 ground out. And that'll bring up Mackenzie Olish. Second baseman struck out swinging her first time. And that's a ball. Quick start to the inning so far for Natalie Nielsen, trying to have a 1-2-3, swing and a miss, 1-1. And a swing and a miss there, and it's 1-2. Mentioned Nielsen's numbers a year ago on the mound, 13-3. That is a foul ball. Still 1-2. Nielsen 13-3 in 95 innings pitched. 1.55 ERA, 991 WHIP, .91. And an opponent batting average of 169. Very good a year ago. And that one upstairs, 2-2. Ooh, close pitch. Nielsen sighed after that one, wanted that one. It was close. Strike three. There it is. 3-2 as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Natalie Nielsen looking strong in that inning. Jays up a run. Westerners coming to bat on Fuller Digital Solutions.
At American Bank, we know the importance of teamwork. All of our players are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Whether you are in the outfield, pitching, or cheering from the bench, each player contributes to the success of the team. Our staff will be your biggest fan and help you cover all the bases before sliding into home. American Bank is a proud supporter of Gehlen Jays softball and baseball. We are wishing them a happy and successful season. American Bank, achieving success together, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Akron here at the Akron-Westfield Softball Field. So we get you set for bottom of the fourth inning. And what has turned into kind of a chilly night out here. And usually takes me quite a bit to be cold, so it's it's a little breezy out here, and humidity has seemed to go down. I guess I didn't look at the humidity, but I would imagine it's gone down. And that's a swing and a miss by the leadoff batter, Allie Sawyer, the shortstop here. One strike. And a swing and a miss, 0-2. Just missing, 1-2. Close pitch that wasn't called in the last inning for Nielsen. A close pitch here for Schneff that's not called. And that one down and in. 2-2, so at least staying consistent. And a ground ball back to Schneff, and she makes the play for the first out. Natalie Olson, the designated player. She struck out her first time swinging. And that's a base hit back up the middle, and it's a one-out single. Appears as if Taryn Wilkin is not batting here. Katie Johnson, the freshman from a year ago, she hit well, 415 a year ago, Katie Johnson did. And she had a home run, 9 RBIs, a triple, 3 doubles, walked 3 times, and that was all in 53 at-bats, scored 19 runs. She'll try and deliver here with a 1-out on the board and a runner at first base. Barthel will get in the crouch, give the sign, and here's the pitch from Schneff, and it's down low, ball 1. Good block by Barthel. Ball 1 to Katie Johnson. And that one popped up and foul on the pitch that the runner was taking off. One and one to Johnson. And here goes the runner to second base, and no, safe. And I don't know, that was close. Close. I guess that's all I can say. It was close. Stolen base. If I made the call, probably would have been out, but I'm over here. I'm not the umpire tonight, so we'll go with what they said. And that is a throw to third, and now they got her in a rundown. She'll just go back to second. They won't even throw, as I believe the pitch was a ball. Two balls, one strike, actually. To Johnson. And that ball's going to get away from Barthel. No, a dead ball, they say, as it is a hit by pitch, I think, than if it's a dead ball. So, and that'll bring up the top of the order, Haley Wilkin. Pitch is low, and it gets away from Barthel, and both runners advance. Only one out. And the tying run is 90, well, not 90 feet away, a lot less than that. Probably about 60 feet away or something like that. That's a ball. 2-0. And the go-ahead run is at second. Wilkin puts down the bunt, and the run scores. Wilkin will go to second without a throw as Barthel kind of pleading her case. So Wilkin reaches on the fielder's choice RBI. Still only one out, and they're at second and third. The go-ahead run at third base. And they're going to walk Nemesio to load him up. And they would rather face Nielsen, which is interesting. Bases juice with one out. Ball to Nielsen. So the game tied at 3. On the fielder's choice RBI. And a ground ball back to Schneff. They will come home for one and safe at first on a close play. Just barely beat it out. And everybody was coming in, maybe thinking that it was going to be a double play, but so they are still loaded, but now with 2 outs. As Nielsen reaches on the fielder's choice. And that'll bring up Megan Mine, and she singled. Singled and was left at third in the third. Ball 1. And then she popped up to the catcher in her first at bat. Did mine it. 3-3 ball game. Westerners trying to take their first lead. And that's fouled away. A ball and a strike. And the chase for the softball going on over in the parking area here. A few different kids going after that. Having a little fun at the ballpark here tonight. And there is a pitch inside and almost hit mine in that time. It's 2-1. Again, 2 outs and the base is still loaded. Tie game. Big point in the game here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And that one gets away momentarily for Barthel. And 3-1. Gotta throw a strike here if you're Schneff. Otherwise, the run comes in. Did you say 2 balls, 1 strike? Or is it 3? And there it is, ball 4. So now we know for sure. A walk. And the Westerners have the lead, their first lead of the game. And another coach's visit to the circle. We may have a pitching change, maybe not. We'll see what happens here, but we're going to take a quick break on Fuller Digital Solutions. Westerners with the lead, trying to add more.
pandemic has proven the need for great internet, and EverTech connects more rural customers in Northwest Iowa than anyone. EverTech wants to connect you too. Your internet keeps you connected to what matters to you: family, entertainment, work, school, and more. EverTech's no limits internet is just what you need. It's reliable, has unlimited use, no contracts, and no overage charges. Use your internet and always know what you'll pay. Call or visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
I think it's usually 8, but
At American Bank, we know the importance of teamwork. All of our players are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Whether you are in the outfield, pitching, or cheering from the bench, each player contributes to the success of the team. Our staff will be your biggest fan and help you cover all the bases before sliding into home. American Bank is a proud supporter of Gehlen Jays softball and baseball. We are wishing them a happy and successful season. American Bank, achieving success together, member FDIC.
welcome back to Akron as we get you back into this one, as it is still bases loaded for the Westerners. New pitcher, and tell you about her in a second. The pitch is down low for a ball. And it's number 1. And that is normally, well, from a year ago, it was Emily Kellen. It's a ball and a strike. To Chloe Colt. And it does look like it is Kellen. And that pitch is down for a hit, and another run scores for the Westerners on a RBI single by Colt. So still loaded with 2 outs, 5-3 lead for the Westerners, and the pitch is low. Ball 1. So it's a little bit of a shakeup in the infield, as that is Schneff over at first. And it is Emily Kellen on the mound. Hodgson over at third. And Poland is at short. So that is the changes. It was a strike. And a ball. Now 3-1. Big pitch here. Trying to keep the lead only at 2 for the Westerners. There's a strike, and it is 3-2. And the 3-2 pitch. And that's a base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes the second, and it's another base hit. 2-run single. This time for Alyssa Nemesio. And it is a 7-3 game. Allie Sawyer will bat. Sawyer has grounded out twice, once to third and once to the pitcher. Love to get another hit here and extend the inning for the Westerners in the bottom of this fourth. Ball 1. Got to write in the next inning for this at bat on my scorecard because they have batted around. And Sawyer grounded out to the pitcher to start the inning. And the 1-1 is one down low, 2-1. And the 2-1, and it's fouled back. 2-2. Kellen trying to get out of it. Low, and it's 3-1. 3-2. Rather. So the bases still, or no, the bases are not loaded. Second and third. So Walkinger will not bring in a run, but a swing and a miss, and she will be tagged out. Strikeout ends it, but not before the damage is done. 7-3 in favor of the Westerners on Fuller Digital Solutions.
How it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks.
Yeah.
Prime Bank, other banks.
Woo.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Akron. A long fourth inning. I think longer than probably most people out here this evening would like, but it was a good one for the Westerners as they had scored seven total runs now, and they scored 5 of them in that fourth inning to take the lead. First pitch was a ball. And there's a ground ball back to Nielsen, and it's a low throw. And a base runner to lead off the inning for the Jays as Poland reaches. And now Tiffany Wardoff. With a runner on first, and that's a strike. So on E3, allowing the third base or shortstop now, Larissa Poland, to reach over there at first base. Two strikes. One and two. From Nielsen to Wardoff, and it's fouled back. And there's a ground ball to short. They will throw, and not in time. Throw back to second. Very close, but back end safe. And it's an infield single. For Wardoff. And now the left fielder, Alyssa Kolbeck. Kolbeck popped out to second, and then let's see, she reached on a walk. One strike. Reached on a walk, stole a base. There's a ball. 1-1. And the pitch from Nielsen, and that's bunted down the first base line, and foul ball. 1-2 to Kolbeck, with Emily Kellen, who's now on the mound, up next. Strike three. And the first strikeout, or first strikeout for Kolbeck of the night, and now one down, runners at first and second for Kellen. Ball low. Two at 0. And the 2-0 from Nielsen is up high, and it gets away. And the runners advance on a wild pitch. Maybe a pass ball. Regardless, they advance. Second and third with one out. As Kellen tries to get a big hit for the Jays. And they're just going to put her on. Probably a wise decision there. Intentional walk, and they're loaded. For Riley Schneff, 0 for 2 with a fielder's choice. That pitch up high, and it's ball one to Schneff, who's over at first now. A couple of good first 3 innings for her, but then struggled in the 4th inning and was not able to finish the game as the starting pitcher, or as the pitcher, I should say. Two and 0. And there's a ground ball, and a run comes in to score, and out over at first base. And for 3 put out. Strike to Jaden Barthol. So 2 downs, runners at second and third after the RBI ground out. 7-4 ball game. That was a ball, 1-1. And the 1-1 popped up, and it will hit the fence. One and 2. Wind picking up. That one missing upstairs. 2 and 2. Two and 2, 2 out, 2 on. To the Gehlen catcher. Nielsen sets and delivers, and the pitch is grounded foul down the first base line. So we'll do the Deuces Wild pitch again here. And another 2-2. It's low, and the count is full. And Nevaeh Hodgson on deck, the third baseman. And that's a weak ground ball to second. They're going to say it's safe as it was off the bag. And the inning will continue on a error. Hodgson to the plate. Runners at the corners. 7-5 ball game. Strike. Hodson in this game. Struck out looking both times. Nielsen would love to get her here. The ground ball, and it's stopped at second base, but she will not get there. And here's the throw to third, and she's under the tag, and it's a one-run ball game. As the third Gehlen run is in here in the fifth. What a game. Oh, now they're just having a visit here and maybe a pitching change. And it looks like there will be a pitching change. We're going to take a break. 7-6, Akron-Westfield's 4-run lead has disappeared. We're back here on Fuller Digital Solutions in a moment.
Your local Polaris expert is Taggart's Power Sports in Hinton. New, pre-owned, and accessories. And you can shop conveniently online, too, at TaggartPowersports.com. Taggart's Power Sports offers a full line of Polaris Ranger UTVs, Polaris ATVs, the all-new Sportsman's Ace, Polaris snowmobiles. Whatever comes your way, whether it's wind, rain, snow, or mud, make sure you're prepared. Polaris ATVs and Rangers from Polaris. Find them today at Taggart's Power Sports, Hinton.
At American Bank, we know the importance of teamwork. All of our players are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Whether you are in the outfield, pitching, or cheering from the bench, each player contributes to the success of the team. Our staff will be your biggest fan and help you cover all the bases before sliding into home. American Bank is a proud supporter of Gehlen Jays softball and baseball. We are wishing them a happy and successful season. American Bank, achieving success together, member FDIC.
Welcome back as the new pitcher is in. And that is Megan Minen. Pitch was a ball. Time called. I believe the count is 2-0. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. And the Jays trying to get the tying run in. Here in the top of the 5th inning. Two 2-0 to Bryn Went, the designated player. And the pitch is grounded foul, 1 strike, 2-1. Actually wanted to. I take that back. And that's it. She struck out. 7-6 as we go to the bottom of the 5th on Fuller Digital Solutions. Thank you, sir. Yes. I could not make it to the end.
Your local Polaris expert is Taggart's Power Sports in Hinton. New, pre-owned, and accessories. And you can shop conveniently online too at TaggartPowersports.com. Taggart's Power Sports offers a full line of Polaris Ranger UTVs, Polaris ATVs, the all-new Sportsman's Ace, Polaris snowmobiles. Whatever comes your way, whether it's wind, rain, snow, or mud, make sure you're prepared. Polaris ATVs and Rangers from Polaris. Find them today at Taggart's Power Sports, Hinton.
As we welcome you back here to Akron-Westfield Softball Field here in Akron, Iowa. Sean Henley stepping in for Carson Schubert. At the moment, to take care of something real quick, but he'll be back as we are here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Gehlen Catholic Lady Jays and the Westerners putting up some runs in that bottom of the 4th and top of the 5th inning stretch there. Score 7-6. Akron-Westfield one on here and nobody out. Akron looking to extend the lead after giving up 3 runs in the top of the 5th. The pin showing bunt, and that is in the dirt for ball 1. And they're going to say that actually might have hit her in the foot, so that will advance the runner. And there's 2 on with no outs here. In the inning, we have a little timeout here on the field. Looks like another pitching change here for the Jays. As Riley Schneff, who started off the game, pitched 3 innings, and now she looks to come back into the game here in the top of the 5th, or the bottom of the 5th, excuse me. The Jays are trying to get out of a little bit of a jam. Pitcher who was on the mound goes to short. Here's a pitch. Batter shows butt, pulls back, and that'll be ball 1. Big at bat here for both teams. Akron-Westfield looking to extend the lead. Lamar's trying to stop it. Bunt is down, but it is foul in the dirt. That'll be strike 1. And Schneff with the pitch, showed bat again, gets down, back to Schnepp, and she gets the out, but advances the runners. Second and third with 1 out. Perfectly executed bunt by Akron. One down here in the bottom of the 5th, showing bunt once again. That ball just a little bit low for ball 1. There's third baseman in for the Lady Jays. Comes the pitch. That one is called strike. That pitch up for ball 2. Shows bunt once again, pulls back. And another pitch that is way up in the zone. It's a 3-1 count for Schnepp. And that will walk the batter. Bases loaded here. As the pitcher, Natalie Nielsen, will come on to bat here. Bases loaded. And one down here in the 5th. That pitch looks like it was fouled off. An 0-1 count here to Nielsen. And that also fouled off the backstop for strike 2, and a big pitch coming up here for Schnepp. Oh, 2 count. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and miss. And a big strikeout there for the Lady Jays. Schnepp gets the strikeout. And 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Lamar is trying to get out of a big-time jam. Megan Minen up to bat here for Akron-Westfield. She cracks it right up the middle, and that's going to score a run. That might score 2. Play at the plate, and she got her. Big-time play there for Lamar's. But a run does score, making it 8-6. As we come to an end of the 5th inning, a very exciting ending to that one. As we head now to the top of the 6th, you are listening and watching Lohler Digital Solutions coverage of Akron-Westfield and Lamar's Gehlen. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Our radio family is growing. Now you can listen to all of the Vermilion Tanagers broadcast on 2 stations, 101.5 FM and AM 1570. When the Tanagers are playing, tune in to either 101.5 FM or AM 1570 to catch the voice of the Tanagers, Heath Nimke, for every play. In addition, we invite you to listen to all of our ESPN programming. We thank you for listening and our radio sponsors that allow us to broadcast all of the Vermilion Tanager sports on ESPN, 101.5 FM and AM 1570.
Welcome back here to Akron for this big matchup here tonight. A 8-6 advantage for the Westerners. And they just about scored another run, but a heck of a play on the throw from center field. And it was actually, I think, the cutoff that threw her out at the plate. Threw out Katie Johnson. And it is 8-6. Had 2 more innings for the Jays offense to try and get those 2 runs. And it is Mackenzie Alish leading off for ball 1. The pitch delivered by Megan Minen, the pitcher. And the pitch coming to Alish. And a strike. 1-2. 1-2 to the Gehlen second baseman. Struck out twice tonight. And now a ground ball, and that's going to be a base hit. Her first of the night. And the Jays will bring the tying run to the plate. And that is Larissa Poland. She reached on an error twice and scored twice, according to my unofficial statistics. Next game on Fuller Digital Solutions for the Jays will be a baseball game next week. And we will share the details with you on that. It is next week, Wednesday. And we'll talk more about that at the end of the broadcast. That pitch is going to be a foul ball. And it is 2-1 to Poland. Runner and Alish still over at first. And the 2-1 to Poland is low. 3-1. And there's a fly ball, and it's going to be caught near the fence by Nielsen. Nice play by Nielsen. And that's the first out. And that'll bring up Tiffany Wardehoff. A couple of hits and a couple of runs. Swing and a miss here. The pitch from Minen. 0-1. And that's a bunt foul. And it's 1-2. Oh, 2 rather. That one's outside. Now it's 1-2. And it's looking like there's going to be a chance of rain here at 10 o'clock. 90% chance, so odds are there's going to be some rain here yet for this evening, but hopefully this game is over before the rain hits. Swing and a miss, and there's a strikeout of Wardehoff. And there's 2 down with the runner still at first in Olish, and that will bring up Alyssa Colbeck. Colbeck so far tonight is 0 for 2 with a walk. Struck out looking in the 5th. Popped out to second in the 1st inning. Swing and a miss. Good job here by Minen after the leadoff single to get the next 2. And now possibly the 3rd batter after that. And a swing and a miss. Runner goes to second on the play as the ball was in the dirt. It's 0-2. And that'll be a ball. And the runner to third on the play. And if the Jays can get this run, that would be huge, but Colbeck's got to deliver, or has to be another wild pitch here. And the pitch is grounded. Nice pickup by Minen, and that will do it. A 1-3 put out, and a great job by Minen to get out of trouble. Down to 70 degrees here at Akron. We're hoping to get through this without having to have a delay here tonight. So we'll be back here in a moment on Fuller Digital Solutions. Jays trail the Westerners by 2. We'll be back in a moment.
The pandemic has proven the need for great internet, and EverTech connects more rural customers in Northwest Iowa than anyone. EverTech wants to connect you too. Your internet keeps you connected to what matters to you: family, entertainment, work, school, and more. EverTech's no limits internet is just what you need. It's reliable, has unlimited use, no contracts, and no overage charges. Use your internet and always know what you'll pay. Call or visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
I think for the sake of welcome back to Akron. Teams are going to be going quickly here now that the game is closer to being over with, and I think maybe, hopefully, the talk of rain has come up from the umpires and the coaches. And now it says that it's going to be a 100% chance of rain starting at 10. So, and it's an east-northeast wind that's blowing in from center field at 15 miles an hour. Humidity down to 39% here tonight. 2-0. One 101, rather. Two and one. To Chloe Colt. And that pitch grounded over to short. And that is going to be, we'll call it a base hit. Tough play. I was just going to say, as we were coming back, I think we will probably keep the postgame very minimal, just to avoid the rain as much as we can, avoid getting the equipment wet. Ball one. To Nemesio. And a ground ball back to Schneff. They will only go for one. And a 1-3, allowing Colt to go to second on the play. Now Allie Sawyer. And that pitch popped up and out of play. One strike to Sawyer. Sawyer on the night is 0 for 3. Struck out swinging her last time, has grounded to third and grounded back to the pitcher. Strike two. Big insurance run for her if she can drive in. Chloe Colt from second base. And that one low. 1-2. And that one fouled straight back. Still 1-2. Riley Schneff, who had entered back in as the pitcher, trying to get the out here. That ball is fouled away. Still 1-2 to Sawyer. Ground ball, and Schneff will not be able to get an out. Hit it pretty well. We'll call that a base hit. Tough play. Runners at the corners. Still only one out for the designated player, Natalie Olson. And a bunt attempt, and it's fouled. Fouled off her face mask. Westerners trying to get some insurance. Swing and a miss. 1-2. For the Westerners, after tonight, they will be on the road on Friday night at Remsen St. Mary's. is going to get by. Barthel throw is not going to get him, and the run scores on a wild pitch. And Colt is in. And Sawyer all the way to third on the play. So still only one out. This is actually Sierra Barron at the plate. Second baseman getting a chance at the plate, and that is fouled. Or no, swing and a... Well, actually, it's an out because there was 2 strikes, I believe, is what that was. She bunted with 2 strikes and didn't keep it fair. So, strikeout. And... because I think it went to the backstop from my view, but... or it went at least a little ways from the catcher, but... 1-0. Two and 0 to Katie Johnson, I believe. And there's a strike, 2-1. Swing and a miss. And it is Wilkin at the plate. 2-2. Schneff trying to limit the damage to 1. And the pitch bounces. And the count is full. One run in here in the 6th, 9-6 lead for the Westerners. Strike 3 called. We go to the 7th. Jays looking to rally when we come back.
Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with EPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
Welcome back to Akron. Jays will try and put up a rally here in the 7th inning, down by 3. And they do have a good part of the order starting off as 4, 5, and 6, the heart of the order. They will go to Unity Christian on Friday night. And they're hoping to do it 2-0, but you got 3 runs to get. And here's Kellen. One strike. Ground ball through the hole and a base hit. Leadoff single for Emily Kellen. Just what the Jays were hoping for to start. And now Riley Schneff. And Emily Kellen, that is her third hit of the game. She had 2 RBIs, a double, a stolen base, a single, and walked and scored. So she's had a game tonight. I think she had a pretty good game, let's see, from Monday night as well. She had 2 hits as well and scored and had an RBI. Ground ball to short. They will get the short out at second base as it'll be a fielder's choice that allows Schneff to reach. And they will have a courtesy runner come in for Schneff here. So 1 out runner at first. And that will bring up Jaden Barthel. And that's going to get away. It'll allow the runner to go to second. And the double play likely not going to happen now. Unless of a line out or something like that to double off the runner. Or a throw out at the plate, something like that. But one 1-0. And it's 2-0 to Barthel from Minen, who's done a pretty good job after coming in for Nielsen. Allowed 1 run, I believe. There's strike 2, or strike 1, rather. 2-1. And the 2-1. Inside 3-1. Nevaeh Hodson on deck. And the dirt. And it's ball 4. First and second with 1 out. And now Hodson represents the tying run. Strike 1 to Hodson. And the 0-1 to Hodgson is swung on and popped up out of play. 2 strikes. Two strikes to Hodgson from Minen. Runners at first and second with 1 out. And a swing. And a miss for strike 3. And that'll bring up Bryn Went as the last hope for the Jays. She does have a double and a run scored in 3 at-bats. Struck out in her last at-bat in the 5th inning. And grounded out to third also. Takes a called strike. Looked kind of low from my view. But I am quite a ways away as well. 0-1. And a ground ball knocked down, and that's the ball game. 4-3 put out. And Akron-Westfield gets the victory 9-6 over the Jays. A big win for the Westerners. And they are now 2-0 on the young season. Jays fall to 1-1. And both teams go on the road this Friday night for the final game of their weeks before the Memorial Day weekend. So that is going to do it. We're going to pack up the equipment before it starts to rain here. And we hope you all have a good evening. Thank you for tuning in to Jays and Westerners on Fuller Digital Solutions here. Thanks Sean Henley for running the camera and the computer and stepping in for a little play-by-play as well. I'm Carson Schubert saying good night from Akron. Stay safe and have a great Memorial Day, everybody.